people. We're the largest ethnic group in America, the oldest ethnic group. We built this country. We suffered in this country. We were oppressed, and we're thriving. We add $2.8 trillion to the GDP every year. If we were our own country, we'd be the fifth largest economy in the world, bigger than England, bigger than Italy, bigger than Brazil. And that's just in America. So I found Latin excellence all over America, in Chicago, in DC, in Miami, in Puerto Rico, in LA, in New York. And
what's up, everyone? Thank you for joining me. I know it's been a long time. So you seen the clip that started this video. Yes, actually had to take some time and calm down because I'm like really sick and tired of people that are running to the United States to get jobs. I mean, you actually came here to get jobs. And now that you're doing better here in this country, you want to say that your group built this country. Oh, John, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I don't know what drugs you were on, but you must have definitely been on some drugs, because we, when I say we, Black Americans built this country, the USA. Where the hell have you been? Okay? We were the first to be brought over in slave ships. We didn't fly over to be in this country. We didn't run to this country. We were in the bottom of slave ships. Our ancestors, my ancestors, were in bottom of slave ships, chained like dogs. And we built this country. We worked the cotton fields, the cane fields. America got rich on African people's back, the Black Americans' back. The wealth that we have in this country now is because of slavery. How in the world can you go on national TV and say Hispanics built this country? Bro, now, I don't have anything against the Hispanic community. We always used to always thought we had a bond. At least with me, I know that I've always got along well with Puerto Ricans, because I remember when the Puerto Ricans moved into Boston in my community, and we got along well. So I got a problem with you as a white Colombian coming to my country that my ancestors built, and you're saying that the Hispanic group built this country. You came in making low wages. And even though you made low wages, you've picked yourself up by the boots and you're doing well. Okay, that's all fine, but we built this country. You came over to this country because of whatever issues that were going on in your country. And to tell you the truth, we all know that not all the Hispanic groups get together or get along. Because the first wave of Hispanics that came in the United States were the Mexicans. And that was in 1910 through 1930. That's what the first wave of Hispanics were, the Mexicans. Then it was the Puerto Ricans, which was in the 1940s. And the Cubans also in the 1940s. The Dominicans were much later, in the late 1940s. Now, as far as the Colombians started moving into the United States in the 1960s. So I don't know how the hell you could be saying what you just said. So now all of a sudden you're like grouping yourself with all these other Hispanic groups that were here way before you. And you made your fame off of um, doing stuff with Spike Lee, making movies with Wesley Snipes. Okay? Talking, oh, my brother's this and that. You was all good when you was making movies and doing comedies and black folks were loving you and supporting you. And now you're talking about Latin excellence. I don't have a problem with the Latin excellence, but when you say that Hispanics built this country, you must be on some drugs, man. You gotta be on some drugs. All right? Y'all came to this country. And again, I'm not knocking any Hispanic groups, especially the Puerto Ricans, because the Puerto Ricans have always been supportive the majority of the time of black movement. And, the Mexicans also, because we always try to work together. I know in recent years, it hasn't been all that great, but hey, when Puerto Ricans came in, they sided with Black Americans. I remember in my community for sure, I can't say all the communities in the United States, but in Boston, Puerto Ricans sided with Black Americans. So stop all this nonsense. Hispanic excellence, there's no problem with that. Because, bro, man, I can tell you about a lot of black excellence that no one's talking about. That no one's talking about. All right? Because you got to understand, America is creating this problem. America is keeping down Black Americans. They're trying to make us battle each other. And you're like going right along with it. Coming to a country that we built, and you want to claim that you built this country. I got some issues with that. I have to tell you, man, I ain't even gonna call you bro, because you're a sucker. You're a sucker for coming into my country. Not just a sucker, you're a bitch for coming in my country talking that nonsense. All right, and for anyone in your group that feels the same way, I say you're bitches for coming here and talking that nonsense. All right, how can you forget about my ancestors? We built this country. Black Americans built this country. All this stuff that you have, all the rights that you have in this country right now, Black Americans. Is because of Black Americans. All right, so that's all I have to say about. I'm like pissed off to be hearing this. Like I said, I got love for the Hispanic community, but if you're gonna be coming at my people talking that nonsense, hey, I ain't gonna allow it. All right, and to the other people, I've only heard O'Shea Duke Jackson talking about it, and Phil Scott channels talking about it, and no one else's channel is talking about it, and this is so messed up. All these other YouTubers are not talking about it. All right? I mean, I guess we all should go to Colombia and say that we built Colombia. I guess I'm going to go to Colombia and say I built Colombia. I built Bogota. All right? Oh, man, this bitch got a nerve, man. Got a nerve. Yeah, I said he's a bitch too. All right, guys. I'm pissed off. I'm really pissed off. And excuse my language, but this cat pissed me off. All right, to my real Latin brothers and sisters who got our back, peace to you. I got no problems with you. Guys, if you like this, please give me a thumbs up. Make some comments, share, and if you're not a subscriber, subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of you. Ajim as well. Peace.
Give thanks to God.